Beyonce just dropped, and I just hope that everybody is feeling empowered and carefree and on their boss, okay? Because period. I like the album. Is it my favorite album? No, it's not, and I'm gonna be honest about that. But it's still something that I will listen to. It's produced extremely well. Like, her vocals are amazing on the album per usual, but she has talent. She has talent. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. So let's get to the video. I just had to insert that right there. I had to give her props, period. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's episode is going to be on why I quit my PRN job. So no, I didn't quit my actual job. I just quit my PRN job, my first PRN job that was in inpatient rehab. And I said that I was going to do a video on why I decided to quit that job. So this is the video. So stay tuned. Excuse how I'm looking, I just left the gym and I wanted to go ahead and make this video really quickly because I owe you all a video. So stay tuned. In other news, I have a few announcements. So right now, I think I'm at like 918 or 19 subscribers. I'm not really sure how the number is. I'm not really sure what the number is, but that means that I'm almost at 1,000 followers. So when you see this, you need to share this video with at least 2 of your friends and tell them that they need to subscribe to my channel. Just share it with 2 people, that's it. 2 people, and tell them to subscribe so I can make it to 1,000 followers because it's been a long time coming, y'all. So please help a girl out. So I am super late making this video, but we have hit 1K, but you guys still need to send this video to 2 people so we can get those followers up even more. So thank you guys so much for letting me reach 1K. I'm over here telling you to share it with your friends. Are you even subscribed to my channel? I don't even know. So if you aren't, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. So as you all know, I work full-time pediatrics, and I had okay, my pasta is boiling over. But anyway, so as you all know, I work full-time pediatrics, and then I had a part-time job in inpatient rehab. So I would work like 2 Saturdays out of the month in inpatient rehab at one of the hospitals here. And while we are talking about this, y'all, why did they just announce that this hospital is shutting down? I'm on ATL Scoop, y'all, and they posted that this hospital is literally like shutting down for good. And it's super crazy because it's only 2 trauma hospitals here in Atlanta, and you know Atlanta be getting down with the pew pew. So it's really sad that this is actually happening. All jokes aside, for real, like, this is actually terrible that this is happening. But that is just so crazy that I'm about to post this video and they are literally shutting this hospital down. Wild, crazy. I saw a lot of strokes. I saw a lot of deconditioning from COVID or pneumonia or anything like that. I saw a lot of motor vehicle accidents. I saw a few spinal cord injuries and just other miscellaneous, I guess that's how you say the word, I don't know, y'all, but a lot of different other issues that people were dealing with that would make you go to the hospital or whatever, you know? One of the biggest reasons that I did not want to go into any other field of healthcare, and let me insert here, kudos to all my nurses out there, my CNAs, kudos to y'all for real, because y'all have to deal with a lot. So I just knew going into OT that I didn't want to deal with a lot of like fluids, blood, urine, feces. Like, I didn't want to deal with that. So that's like a big reason why I chose a rehabilitation type of field to go into. So that was kind of my whole thing. I was like, I don't want to deal with anything like that. When I was on my level 1 rotation, I was in an inpatient rehab unit. Well, I was actually at a hospital, and we went to, and I worked in the inpatient rehab unit, the acute care, and then I did psych. when I did inpatient on my level 1 rotation, which by the way is only a week, I didn't experience any like bodily fluids with anyone. I guess like I didn't have to deal with any of that, honestly. And I thought that's kind of how it was. Like, I thought if a patient had to go to the bathroom or use the bathroom on themselves, that somebody else dealt with that. And all of this is just me and my ignorance at the time. Now I know way better. So I wasn't expecting to deal with what I dealt with when I worked in my inpatient rehab job. So when I started working inpatient rehab, it was cool at first. I love doing therapeutic exercise, therapeutic activities. I love working on dressing. I love working on grooming and things of that nature. And I also don't really have a problem with working on bathing, but sometimes it was like really hectic. Like, for example, I would go to a patient's room and one of the nurses would be like, "Oh, you're here now. I told them OT was coming and they had to use the bathroom. They ended up using the bathroom on themselves. So, you know, she's here for you." So I'm like, you just let her like use the bathroom on herself? Because I was coming, and so I guess you want to say that we're working on toileting, but at the same time, if this lady has to go to the bathroom, take her to the bathroom. You're a nurse. Like, you don't have to wait on me for her to go to the bathroom. Or like, oh, a patient wanted a bath today, or they wanted a bath last night, but I told them they had OT in the morning, so we waited for them to take a bath. Like, I understand that because, okay, we are working on them being able to independently bathe themselves, but at the same time, if they are ready for a bath at night, let them take a bath. Another thing that was like, smells. If you know me, then you know I have a very low tolerance for smells. I cannot stand a bad smell. And there were times when we had to work on bathing that there were smells that I literally, like, I had to walk out of the room because it was just too much for me. So when that started happening, I was just like, yeah, I don't know how long I can last in here. And part of it is my fault for just, I mean, not all of it, like I said, not all of it's my fault, but I just was not, you know, I guess, educated as much on what this entire setting really entailed, because like I said, I had a level 1 rotation and that did not give me nearly as much knowledge on what I was getting myself into. So when you are going into an inpatient rehab unit and even a SNF, you are going to deal with a lot of, you know, fluids and toileting issues and smells from people who have not taken a bath because they aren't independent enough to wash their bodies as well as they should be able to. And a lot of the staff are waiting on OT to do that with them so they can, you know, have the opportunity to learn. And I was just like, this is not for me. I literally started, every time I had to go to work, I dreaded going there. Like, my PRN job was like, ugh, like, I just dreaded going there. Money was great. Money was great, but I was doing a lot for the money. Like, the money was great, like I said. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, I was getting paid $55 an hour a shift, and I just couldn't stand it, y'all. Like, I was like, I'm an outpatient girl and I need to stick to being an outpatient girl because it was just not giving. And I felt like a lot of the times in our sessions that I was doing it for them, just seeing like, oh, let me see how they're able to. That's kind of how I was trained. It's like, give them just the assistance that they need and then you just write it up. And it's like, I didn't feel like I was really, you know, teaching them or helping them rehabilitate. It just didn't seem like I was doing the job that I wanted to do or I was supposed to do. There are great OTs there, great PTs there, and I'm not gonna, you know, take that away from them, but it just didn't feel right to me. Just a lot of stuff just did not feel right to me. So I was like, yeah, this is not it. And then another thing, nah, I'm not gonna say that. Nah, I mean, I'll say that. I feel like being young, being Black in any field, you're gonna have people like watching your every move and making sure that you're not messing up on anything and just making things a little bit harder on you and being tougher on you than they would with, sadly, let me not say sadly, Lord, but being tougher on you than they would somebody of another race. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like a little bit of that was going on, and I just didn't feel comfortable. And this was just something in my spirit. I was just like, this is not for me, and I don't know how much I'm gonna last because I'm not happy. So I stopped going. I was like, I just don't, this isn't for me. Like, and then working on Saturday, like, it was cool because it was only 2 Saturdays, or if I wanted to pick up another shift, then I could. But I was like, this is not for me, honey. Then y'all, one time I had to do a sliding board transfer with somebody off of the bedside commode after they had just, stunk it up. And in that moment, I think that was the moment for me that I was like, this is not, this ain't finna work, baby. I'm finna put my 2 weeks notice in right now because the hairs in my nostrils are burnt off. And that's what you have to deal with if you're working in inpatient rehab. Those are, I mean, and my friends are telling me, my friends that work in acute care, that work in inpatient rehab, they're like, yeah, like, you know, sometimes you gotta change, sometimes you gotta, you know, you deal with this and deal with that. And let me tell you, it's okay to quit a job that you realize is not for you. It is okay for you to realize, oh, this is not the setting for me. And that's why in my previous video, I put a lot of different settings that you can work in as an occupational therapist, because every setting is different and you can find your niche, your niche, whatever you want to call it, you can find it. And that wasn't mine. Because I found a new PRN position and I work in outpatient hands/cognitive therapy. I absolutely love it. It's a little bit more challenging. I'm not, actually, no, not like, or it's different challenges because inpatient rehab is definitely challenging. But with hands, it's so much that goes into hands. But I like it. I love the outpatient setting. I love the therapeutic activities. I love just having a one-on-one talking. I mean, I was talking to people in inpatient rehab too, but I love just like the outpatient feel of things. I absolutely love it a lot. So I just really had to wait for that opportunity to come about because I always wanted to do hands. Even after I passed my boards and graduated, it's just harder to get into, but I finally did it. But that's all that I have for this video. Like, it wasn't really that much to go into it. I just wanted to tell you guys, like, this is why I didn't stick to my PRN job. If you feel like this job is not for you, it's okay to move on. If you feel like you're going to work and you're dreading going to work, you may need to reconsider what you're doing because you want to be happy doing what you have to do. So why waste your time? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to buy these Yeezys. It's Yeezy day and I'm trying to buy these Yeezys. I hope you find the best setting for you. It is okay if your first job, you realize, oh, this is not what I really want. Stay there for a little bit, get the experience, and then when you can't stand it no more, it's okay to dip. It's okay to dip. Don't let these people tell you you have to stick with a job that you are not happy in, okay? You gotta do what's best for you because your peace of mind and sanity, it's what matters, not what's on the resume, okay? That's all I have for today. Make sure you remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then share this with 2 of your friends, especially friends that are interested in occupational therapy or are occupational therapists or are in school for occupational therapy. Send this to them and make sure they subscribe to my channel. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.